Hello, white people. I'm going to tell you what's going on in my life. 2 weeks ago, my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. The way they found it was she was having some pain in her femur. And so they did an x-ray, they found something suspicious. They did an MRI, found something suspicious. Did a biopsy, found some cancer cells that were consistent with lung cancer. They did a PET scan. They found stage 4 lung cancer. They found 5 places on her body where she's got bone cancer, where it's metastasized. Then they did a head scan, and then they found 30 tumors in her brain. And so she started radiation. They don't even know what kind of cancer she has. They didn't say small cell, they didn't say large cell, squamous, adenoma, nothing. Data, for some reason, I guess from that biopsy from her leg, they should have been able to tell. Well, at least they're not telling me. My mom had 3 doses of radiation, and I went in there with her and sat down, and they said, well, we weren't able to get enough cells from the leg biopsy. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. You weren't able to get enough the cells to be able to see how to treat the lung cancer. They have to go in and do a lung biopsy. And Sunday, they want my mom to go get a Rona test. Why do they want my mom to get a Rona test? And then she's reading this thing. I'll have to do another video reading the paperwork, how she's supposed to wear a face diaper, for several days around her own family. I don't know. And then I'm talking to her. Before I came, I was talking to her on the phone, and she just started sounding terrible. She's nauseated. She's not eating. She's losing weight. And then she starts slurring her speech. Her speech is slurred. I was like, all right. So I pretty much dropped everything. Got on a plane. Had to wear a fucking face diaper. And here I am in Washington State. I don't want to be here. I hate the people here, except for those of you who live out here. I like you guys. You're awesome. But anyway, so I get here, and now I'm going to get gross. I apologize to the fellows. I apologize to everybody. I started my cycle, which is really weird because it's the timing's off, and I'm like clockwork. I started it, and oh my God, I'm in agony. I can't figure out why, and it's really bad. I can't figure out why it's so bad, but I don't think anything of it. Turns out the cancer doctor, the oncology physician, told my mother she needed to go get the Ronistab. So she's had the Ronistab within the last few days, and I haven't been around anybody who's freshly been stabbed. I've been around people who've been stabbed, but not freshly stabbed, and I'm around her like in close proximity in her house. And there's a lot of people talking about women having unusual cycle problems, being around, unstabbed women, being around people who have been freshly stabbed, having cycle problems, people who've gone through menopause, women are having miscarriages. And to me, in my logical mind, it seems so weird. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. How can a stab make this happen? Well, in the documentation of the stab companies, it says that it sheds viruses, or sheds whatever they're shedding, which I don't completely understand. But let me take you to anyway, I'm angry at this doctor. Angry, very angry. And I don't know what to do about this doctor telling my mother she needed to get the stab. My mother only has just like a few weeks to live, and they're not even sure if this treatment's even going to work or not. Anyway, so I told her to go get Chinese medicine, and she's been doing Chinese medicine, and It's helped the slurring. It's helped her. She's walking better. But getting that radiation has really wiped her out, and the emotional cost of being 70 years old and being told that your lifespan has been just shortened significantly. I don't know what to do about this doctor. Do I say something? Or just go through the channels of having this doctor face the consequences of irresponsibility? I don't know. I mean, definitely this person's going to have to face consequences. And fortunately, even though we live in a really messed up communist society, the thing is that not everybody is immune from getting it, put on Front Street, or facing consequences. So I'll have to collect more data, but I wanted to give you an example about the shedding, which things that just don't make sense. There was, I don't know if you guys remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was the Norwalk virus. Do you remember that? And that one's still around. I was working in a retirement center at the time when the Norwalk virus started, and I was in Portland, Oregon at the time, and somebody threw up in the dining room. And I'm telling you, I felt the fumes from that vomit go into my body. I inhaled those fumes, and it gave me the Norwalk virus, and that's how Norwalk spreads, from the fumes in the air. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense that an inhalant can cause diarrhea and vomiting. It does not make sense to me that can happen. I don't know how that can happen. Well, obviously that's a biological weapon. It's not natural. So these when this whole Rona stupidity started, I was certain that there was a biological weapon that was dropped in us, because they're acting like we had a nuclear bomb dropped on us. Anyway, I'm sitting here, and I just need to sit and pray and ask the Lord for guidance, because I need to make real smart decisions. And this doctor not only has harmed my family, not only has harmed my mother, but I can't even imagine the countless number of other people that he's caused harm to. All right, white people, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you for the support. I look forward to your comments below.